guys, my name is Kia, you know what it is. In today's video, I am going to show you my new and updated brow routine tutorial, which I absolutely hope you guys will love. It is beginner friendly if you have never done your brows before. This is super easy as 1, 2, 3, easy as KEA, you know. So if you are interested, please do keep watching this video. I hope you guys learn a lot from it. If you like it, please do give it a thumbs up and leave a cute comment in the comment box. So yeah guys, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so first things first, we are just going to grab a clean spoolie brush to comb our brows upwards and prepare to groom our brows to cut off any poking hairs that is outside the brow map. Now this will expose any gaps in your brows if there are any, so just make sure that you brush your brows in an upward direction to see your natural brow map. Next up, I'm going to use coconut oil and I'm just going to apply it on and around my brows to prepare a smooth base to tweeze or nix any hairs that fall outside my brow map. Then we are just going to wipe off the excess oil because we do not want a greasy surface to work on, especially if we are using an eyebrow pencil. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my brow shaping scissors and I'm going to trim any super long strays outside my brow map. As you can see, I'm not necessarily cutting off every stray of my brow. I am just going to comb my brow upward again to actually see which hairs are outside my brow map. And I am just going to cut them off, making sure that I do not ruin the natural shape of my brow. So the next thing I like to do is I'm just going to take these tweezers and I'm just going to redefine my brow shape, and I'm still inside my natural brow map, as you can see, but now I'm just slightly pulling my skin so I can get a more refined look of my natural brow shape. And I'm just going to nix out any hairs above my brow line and below my arc line. As you can see, I am just carefully trimming out any hairs that I do not need to create a more defined look of my brows. Now, as I said earlier, I'm just going to wipe off all the excess oil on and around my brow area to prepare a dry base to use my eyebrow pencil. The next best thing is I'm going to grab my LiQWYD spray glue and I'm going to spritz a little bit on my spoolie, and I am going to comb my eyebrows in the same upward direction, and I'm just going to gently push them down so they can literally stay down and the glue can just stick onto my brows. And as you can see, I'm wiping off all the excess glue that is above my brow line because it will be difficult to blend out once you start applying your foundation. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the back of my brush to press them down to make sure that they stay in place. Now the LiQWYD glue helps your brows stay high and lifted. It also creates a flat and neat surface to create any look that you want for your brows, and this helps your brows stay in shape. So I'm just going to keep on spraying a little bit on my brows and doing the same process to keep my brows down. This helps if you have unruly hairs or if you have a lot of hairs on your brows. This will help your brows stay in place for a very long time, and it will be easy for you to get the shape that you actually want. And now for my favorite part, we are going to draw the outline of the eyebrow. Now I'm gently starting with the lower part of my eyebrow because this will make it easier for me to fill in my eyebrows later when I begin to draw the top line of my brows. As you can see, now I'm making sure that I'm starting a few inches at the back and not necessarily at the beginning of my brow, and I'm gently filling in the gaps using small and light strokes that resemble the length of my natural brow. This will give it a more natural blur to my brows. Now I'm just going to grab my brush again and I'm going to gently brush them upwards. Again, ladies, remember to always brush your eyebrows in an upward direction to give it a more natural look. I'm going to repeat the same process on the other eyes. Please remember to take your time while doing this, and remember to always use gentle strokes. Always have less control of your pencil. This will give you a more natural look and it won't cause or leave any harsh lines on your brows. Now what I like to do next personally is to take a darker shade of an eyebrow pencil in the shade brown, and I just like outlining the tail of my brow to give it a more redefined look. Now you can totally skip this step if you do not want your brows looking a little bit more defined than they were already, so you can just totally skip this step. It's just me, I like it. Alright. And again, I'm just taking my spoolie and blending in all that dark shade with my lighter shade. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is grab a flat brush and some concealer, and I prefer using a full coverage concealer that is creamy enough to wear while looking and feeling comfortable all day without caking or cracking. Now as you can see, I am using a shade that is 2 times lighter than my skin tone. This will help clean up my brows as well as accentuate my brow bone, making it stand out. As you can see, I am just using light strokes and I'm gently pulling it downwards to my eyelid to avoid making the concealer seem a little bit too light. And also I'm just gonna blend it towards my eyelid so it gives it a more natural look. So here I'm just taking my time trying to blend out my concealer because I don't want to look cray. So I'm just gonna gently blend out my concealer to make it a little bit more natural, and later on I'm gonna use my foundation brush to blend it out even more. Remember to take your time while cleaning up your brows because you might just ruin your brow shape that you already drawn with your eyebrow pencil. So please do take your time and be gentle with blending your concealer without ruining your brow shape. Now I'm just going to repeat the same process on my other eyebrow, making sure that I take my time and I do not over clean my brows, and I still keep the brow shape that I have already drawn with my eyebrow pencil. Now I'm just going to take a clean foundation brush and I'm going to blend out my concealer on my eyebrow and on my eyelid, making sure that no harsh lines are left. Next up, I'm just going to grab my Mousse foundation and I'm going to apply it on top of my brow line. Now, I chose a shade that is exactly my skin tone or that is close to my skin tone. Now, this will help you in blending out your foundation and your brows once you apply your foundation at the end. I'm just going to gently apply it again with a flat brush and I'm going to blend it upward towards my forehead so it just looks a little bit more natural since we are going for a natural look with the brows. I do realize that there is a gap on my brow, hence I'm going to go back with my darker shade of my eyebrow pencil and I'm going to gently and lightly draw strokes. Now I'm going to continue with the same process on my other eyebrow. Now, as you can see, this eyebrow is looking a little bit more bushy and unruly. I'm just going to go back in with my pencil and fill in any gaps. Remember to take your time. Remember to always go back if you feel like it hasn't been done well enough. Going back in with my foundation brush and I'm going to do the same process that I did under my brow, just on top of my brow, blending out my mousse onto my forehead so it's going to be easier to apply foundation and it's just going to cut out all the blending and blending and blending. The next step here, which is absolutely not compulsory, is you can take your setting powder to just set your brows and cut out the shine if you don't like your brows looking shiny and all. I prefer them just as they are right now. So yeah guys, we have come to the end of this video. Tell me if you liked this video by giving it a thumbs up. Also remember to leave a cute comment in the comment section. If you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe to my channel. Until next video, adios. I love you guys so much.